Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Good evening everyone, welcome to Meraki TV, brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. I'm Anna Savo and I'm absolutely honoured to be your host. Tonight on the show we have DJ Krazy Kon's music news. Did you know? Stavroula talks dogs of democracy, Demitra gives the what's on, Helen does some zhuzhing to the humble lamb cutlet, and Kiri gets slimy in the kids' corner. But first up, we have an amazing pool of talent here at Meraki TV. Incredible, multi-talented artists who devote their time and creativity to this Meraki. But all of our presenters have other Meraki as well, and Billy Cotsis is no exception. He holds the title of journalist, scriptwriter, TV presenter, actor, director, producer, all-round good guy, and published author. He's just released his second penning, From Pyrrhus to Cyprus, Forgotten and Remembered Hellenic Kingdoms, Territories, Entities and a Fiefdom. The read as meaty as the title. While browsing at the bilingual bookshop recently, he was accosted by an avid fan, George. And here is the video evidence.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm alright.
Billy Cotsis?
Yeah, man.
I was just reading your book.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a good book.
Well done.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Can I get you a coffee?
Absolutely, if it's free.
Great. Vasily, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Tell us about the new book, which is a follow-up from The Many Faces of Hellenic Culture.
Thought I'd write a second book, so you've read The Many Faces of Hellenic Culture, and that covered the spectrum of places I've been to where there's Greek villages, there's remnants and descendants of people that go back, like the Ukrainians, 2,800 years, or the people of Magna Graecia in Italy, they go back 2,700 odd years. So I thought put together a little bit of a book covering 36 entities that existed after Alexander the Great, after Alexandros, and really just honing in on those places where these empires or these independent entities existed. And it's covering that period, so from the 300s BC, starting with King Pyrrhus of Epiro, and going all the way through to modern Cyprus.
Is there a chapter in that book that you would consider being your favorite?
Very good question. For me, I'm fascinated by the Indo-Greek kingdoms. So not many people are aware of the empire that was created, again, post Alexandros. You had the Seleucid Empire, you had all these little Hellenic empires that were created, and one of them was the Indo-Greek kingdom, and that lasted, depends on your research, the way you look at it, but it lasted till 20 AD. In part of India, you had these people, these kings that were, Hellenic, part Indian, embracing the culture of the region. It's phenomenal. For me, that's it's always been a favorite topic.
You have also produced 8 films and documentaries, which the latest being Lesbos, Fall in Love. Is there anything new on the pipeline?
So yeah, there's been 8 films, short films, satire, just looking at a little bit about some of my experiences in life. So the film that we did there was my perspective of Athens and the crisis, and what if Germany was poor and Greece was actually rich? How would we react? How would we treat Germany? So that was that particular film and award we picked up. And I've done little things around London as well, where I used to live. But the Lesbos film was great. So it was with a mate of mine called Basil Machaliotis. He's a filmmaker in London, very good one, much better than me. And we had a road trip with another mate of ours who we dubbed Mitsos, also known as Sealy, and we had this great little film which captured what we saw when we went around Lesbos, and now we're doing a follow-up to that called Mykonos Fall in Love, and we're going to be shooting there very shortly, so it's going to be interesting because we really want to show another side of Mykonos. So, and there's another doco that we're doing in Italy next year, so we can't wait for that. And if anyone wants to come and sponsor us, that'd be great.
Do you have any funny stories to to share with us?
You know, I was in Syria once, well before the war broke out, actually 6 months before the war broke out. And the guy tried to kidnap me because, ironically, I'm English. So clearly, with my features, I was English. So I was there photographing a Christian church. And, an Arabic man, he just, wanted to speak to me in Arabic. I can't speak Arabic, except to order falafels and that. And he just, speaking to him in English, and he's like, oh my God, you're a terrorist or something like that. And he was trying to kidnap me and take me to the police station, and, all hell broke loose. And it's like, I got out of that one though. A lot of that stuff happens.
Would you like to share with us how you got out of that one? It's a long story. We'll leave it for another interview.
Well, after I got tied up, and fortunately there were a couple of young boys that were walking past. So a lot of people don't realise about Syria. Syria was an incredible place before the war. People could speak multiple languages, well-to-do kids were quite good. So these kids could speak English. Walking past, they intervened. Mister, what's the problem? Kids were doing some translation. I said, look, I'm Greek. And as soon as the kid said that he's Greek, no way. Well, I kid you not, the guy's demeanour changed like that. And he's hugging me and kissing me, and I thought, I've never seen anything like it. And then the kid said, basically, because I spoke English, he thought I was an English terrorist. I'm there to do something to the church. That's why I was photographing it. But because I'm Greek, I'm a friend.
So, Billy Cotsis, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for coming to the show. Wishing you all the best for your book and your future projects.
Thank you very much. We can now have these, right?
Yes, we can.
I've been eyeing them out.
They're not good for the teeth, but feel free.
Thanks, man.
Έχω ένα παπαγάλο, είναι το στόμα του μεγάλο, που αρέσει να μιλάει, ποτέ δεν σταματάει να μιλάει. Ό,τι λέω λέει, ό,τι λέω λέει.
Γεια σας και καλώς ήρθατε στο Meraki TV. Είμαι η Κυριακή και σήμερα θα φτιάξουμε fluffy slime. Τα υλικά που θα χρειαστείτε είναι PVA glue, shaving cream, blue food coloring, lotion and contact solution. Πρώτα βάζουμε ένα ποτήρι PVA glue μέσα σε μία κούπα. Τώρα βάζουμε λίγο blue food coloring μέσα μέχρι να γίνει το χρώμα που θέλουμε. Πρέπει να το ανακατεύσετε μέχρι να διαλυθεί. Βάζουμε ένα cup shaving cream μέσα. Πρέπει να βάλετε τώρα 1/3 of a cup lotion. Τώρα βάζουμε λίγο contact solution για να πιάσει. Το βγάζουμε από την κούπα and here's your slime.
Έχω ένα παπαγάλο, είναι το στόμα του μεγάλο, που αρέσει να μιλάει, ποτέ δεν σταματάει να μιλάει. Ό,τι λέω λέει, ό,τι λέω λέει.
It's time for an income breakthrough. To free yourself from working for money, have your money work for you. George Focus of Focus Beyond will show you step by step how to generate income from the share market irrespective of if it goes up or down. Access resources that do the hard work for you and devote no more than 60 minutes a month so you can enjoy financial freedom and time with family. To change your life forever, go to focusbeyond.com now.
Here at Eramea, we provide the highest standard in home care available. With a diverse, multicultural and bilingual team that excel in patient care, we communicate effectively with our clients and families to give added confidence. clients. Offering care for both the elderly and persons with special needs at home is part of our enablement approach. Our professional support workers assist clients in an active way to regain independence, promote individual capacity building, and include restorative care to help our clients achieve their own goals from the service provided. Visit eramea.com.au.
Whether it's Melbourne, Darwin, Queensland, something exotic, or just perfect Greece, call Mega Travel 9824 2427. From Pyrrhus to Cyprus, forgotten and remembered Hellenic kingdoms, territories, and a fiefdom, is the second book from Meraki TV's own Billy Cotsis. Bringing an overview of 36 territories after the disintegration of Alexander the Great's empire, it also scans the conquests of Alexander, the Byzantine Empire, and more. Each of the chapters cleverly connected by Thucydides, who is, after all, the reason why history is written the way it is today. Available from Amazon, selected outlets across Australia, and via billykotsis@hotmail.com.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Helen's Cuisine. Today I have a treat for you. These are halloumi crusted lamb cutlets with chickpea and feta salad. Delicious, all can be done within 30 minutes and a spectacular meal. So for this recipe, what you're going to need is some lovely lamb chops, beaten down so that they can be nice and flat. We've got 2 eggs. I've got about 2 tablespoons of flour so that we can crust our lamb chops. A little bit of grated halloumi, probably about half a cup of breadcrumb. We've got some tomato, cucumber, a few olives, a little bit of feta, some beautiful fresh mint, and some chickpeas that I've actually pan fried so that they're golden brown. So to start with, really, really simple. We're going to beat our eggs. 2 eggs in a bowl, because we're going to need this to help coat our lamb chops. Just give them a nice little whisk until they're all blended through. So you'll need to put a little bit of salt and pepper onto your lamb chops, or you can put it in your egg mix. So we've got our eggs whisked, and all we want to do now is lightly coat our lamb chops with a little bit of flour. Dip them in the egg. And just set aside for the moment. The next part of this recipe is to simply get your half a cup of breadcrumbs and your halloumi and mix it all together. Spread your halloumi and breadcrumb onto a nice flat plate, a little bit more pepper, and this is the last step to finishing your lamb cutlets. So nice and gentle, press them really, really hard down into the breadcrumb because you want to smother them in that beautiful halloumi and breadcrumb. All done. We've also got our salad to do, so remembering I had my chickpeas, so you can use tin chickpeas or you can use fresh chickpeas. I like to use the tin ones when I'm doing the 30-minute recipe, and simply just put a little bit of olive oil in a fry pan and toast them up so that they're ready for our salad. So for your salad, your chickpeas, just put them into a nice big bowl. We've got a little bit of cucumber which is cut up into nice little wedges. I've got some lovely fresh cut shallot, a couple of little olives, diced tomato. I've got some crumbed feta, and I've got some fresh mint which I'll put in right at the last minute. So we're ready to cook up our lamb chops. All you'll need is a fry pan and about a half a cup of olive oil straight into the pan. Let your olive oil cook for about 2 to 3 minutes because you like it nice and warm, not burning and splattering because that will burn your crumbs. So it's going to be on the heat for about 2 to 3 minutes until it warms up, and then we'll pop our lamb chops in. Five minutes on either side, take them out and let them rest for another 5 or so minutes. So finish dressing your salad, a little bit of salt and pepper, good drizzle of olive oil. Give it a nice toss. Good dollop of salad in our bowl. And to zhuzh it up and give it that extra flavour, you know, nice fresh mint through your salad. So just chop it up and just scatter it lightly through your salad. It smells delicious. That fresh mint is sensational. All you need to do now is put your lamb cutlets on there and galiorixi.
Hey, this is DJ Krazy Kon and the music news for Meraki TV. Tomorrow night is one of the biggest nights of the year in the music industry in Greece. It's the Greek Grammys, the Mad Music Video Awards, happening at Taekwondo Stadium in Athens. A huge lineup of artists will be performing on the night, including Remos, Argyros, Paula, Martakis, Melisses, and Demi. Categories for Best Music Video, Best Female, Best Male, Best Group, and Best Song of the Year. And we'll have the results for the Mad Music Awards 2017 in the upcoming weeks. For those lucky people that are heading over to Greece in the next couple of weeks, make sure you check out some of the shows that have just been announced at Fantasia, Konstantinos Argyros, Petros Ikovidis, and Otherview. What a fantastic show that'll be 3 nights a week there in Athens. And the legendary Lefteris Padazis is rocking the Posidonio stage this summer. Check it out. Talking about new music, one of the hottest new albums that's been released this summer is from the rising star and one of the best artists in Greece, up and coming artist, Petros Iakovidis. He's been rocking the stage with Argyros, and now he's got his first ever album. It's out through Minos EMI, and it's called Αποτιμώματα. Check it out. The hottest song in Greece right now is by an artist called Marina Sati. It's called Mandisa. The song has been smashing the radio airways and the dance floors across Greece. Already over 10 million views on YouTube. Everyone's talking about this song. It's the song of the summer. Check it out. Mandisa. This is DJ Krazy Kon signing off with the music news. I'll see you guys on the dance floor.
AussieSkips.com.au. Fast, reliable, professional and friendly service. Bin sizes from 2 cubes to 12 delivered to your door the very next day, so you can get your jobs done when you want. And with our own waste transfer station in Sydney's metropolitan Strathfield, we'll find a boutique solution for your waste management needs, no matter how small or large. AussieSkips.com.au. Owned and loved by an Aussie family.
Did you know there are over 23 towns or cities around the world called Athens, named after the Greek capital? Most of these are in the United States. In 2010, the mayors of each of these towns named Athens met in Greece for the first time for an event they called the World of Athens. The World of Athens was established to form a network so they could become ambassadors for the name of Athens and what it symbolises around the world. Each of the mayors said that while each city or town was different, they were all proud to be Athenians and proud of what their town's name represents. Athens, Tennessee officially took the name of Athens in 1822, following a proposal on its similarity to ancient Athens and its admiration of the values of the ancient Greek city. Athens, Wisconsin was named in 1880 because of the admiration of its founders for classical Athens. The largest one of these is Athens, Georgia. It has a population of 120,000 and is the 5th largest city in the state of Georgia. It also has a sister city relationship with Athens, Greece. Athens, Georgia got its name following the establishment of one of the first universities in the area in 1801, and in recognition of the ambition of the city to be a place of learning, democracy and art, just like ancient Athens.
Dogs of Democracy, a film close to my heart, is a powerful documentary about the stray dogs of Athens and the people who take care of them. Author and filmmaker Maria Zournazi explores life on the streets through the eyes of the dogs and people's experience. Mary, this is your first film project. What sparked your interest in the stray dogs of Athens?
I went to Athens in 2014 for the first time. I was there only really for a holiday, but I arrived in the city and I arrived in the middle of a crisis, and so the city was really quite tense. But at the same time I noticed the dogs, all dogs around the city, and I became quite curious about the dogs, and also I fell in love with one dog that was sitting outside of the Grand Britannia Hotel, one of the most expensive hotels in Athens. And that curiosity made me want to tell a story really about the stray dogs and the people who look after them. And that's really how the film started. But the film is also about the Greek crisis. It's a story told really through the eyes of the dogs in order to really get a sense of actually what is happening in Greece, so people don't forget that it's a very everyday experience. And how people feel really is what's at stake for me, and this is what the film tries to capture.
How long did it take to shoot this film?
The film took about 2.5, 3 years to make, and I went back to Greece 3 times over a period of 2 years. And altogether I was there about 6 months, and each time I went I would follow dogs around with my camera and really got to know the city as well, and really got to know the people. So that was a really nice element of actually making the film, was kind of exploring my roots in some ways too, because I am Greek, but I grew up in Australia.
So you're a one-woman crew?
I am a one-woman crew, and I think people thought I was a bit crazy, walking around the city, filming animals, filming the dogs, and often at their eye level as well. But that's also how I got to meet people. I got to meet people quite interestingly through that. People would come up to me and say, well, what are you doing? And then I'd tell them, and then I ended up kind of through there meeting other people and then meeting my characters, so to speak.
Well, the dogs and the people that care for them have captured our hearts. Would you say that's a good indication or an example of our philoxenia?
Yeah, so philoxenia meaning hospitality or care, and the film, that was a very central kind of theme in the film, just exploring how people take care of the animals. And that taking care for me doesn't have to just be to animals, it can be human to human. And for me, that's a really important virtue that I think we need to cultivate, and that's something that I explore in the film as well, the need for philoxenia. So really moving to think about love and philoxenia as one of the most important elements that we can have today. And the dogs themselves show us their loyalty and their love, and in a way their own philoxenia.
Would you say Greece is the stray dog of Europe?
I would say yes. Because of the crisis, I think in many ways Europe has abandoned Greece in its attitude towards Greece. It's a very complicated set of measures, I guess, so it's hard to just characterise it in one way. But I think, like the stray dogs, it has been left to its own devices in that sense, and it's made it a very difficult time, both for Greece and for Europe.
Right, and how many stray dogs would you think are in Greece?
I believe there's 3 million plus, and it's increasing, and that comes from people I know that work with stray dogs and are volunteers. The thing is, for Greece, they don't euthanize their animals, so that's why there's so many, and that's why it's such a unique country for the way in which people can look after strays and do look after strays. Not everybody does, of course, but in Athens it was quite a unique situation.
Where can we see Dogs of Democracy?
Well, Dogs of Democracy is doing a little festival run at the moment around the world and in Australia. It's showing at the Melbourne Documentary Festival as part of a charity run on July 16, and all the money goes to the RSPCA. You can also get the film on Ronin Film, through Ronin Films. There's a DVD available.
Fantastic. And Mary, congratulations on your award-winning documentary. It's a subject close to my heart, and thank you for coming to talk to us at Meraki TV.
Thank you very much. And I hope people and dogs love the film.
Hi guys, this is Demitra and welcome to Meraki TV, What's On? Are you a child of the 70s, 80s or 90s? Well, it's time to relive the good old days at Voyage. Saturday the 24th of June at Georges River Sailing Club with favourite DJs Con Andrews, Steve Kay and Davey. Tickets at $30 pre-sale or $35 at the door. In Wollongong, you can get some great Mediterranean food and beautiful bouzouki and guitar by Zorbas Kefi every second Saturday from Saturday the 24th of June at the Lintanus Mediterranean Restaurant. Dinner or just coffee and cake. For all dog lovers, the Penny Marathon is on again in Sydney, Sunday the 16th of July. Run, walk or cycle for animal needs. For more information, go to www.pennymarathon.com. If you'd like to get your event on Meraki TV's What's On, then email me at whatson@meraki.tv or inbox the Meraki TV Facebook page. Until next time.
Guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this edition of Meraki TV, brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Next week will be our last episode before going to our mid-season Greek summer break, so make sure you set your planners. We will still be repeating episodes every Monday night here at 7 p.m, so keep tuning in if you're around. We will also be staying in touch via our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Guys, have a great week, and until next time, feel like you're from me, Anna Savo. Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.